Alright guys, welcome back, and today we are in the junkyard again. Slightly cloudy day, it's not all that cloudy, but so we're gonna come back here to the Chrysler, and as you can see, it's sitting wait, what happened to it? Oh no, it's gone. But look under here, massive oil stain. Nope. If you guys are seeing this right now, it means I uploaded after all the stuff has happened. So basically, to keep a really long story short, the Newport is no longer here. But what exactly happened to it? So obviously the Chrysler Newport is not here. It's been replaced, it's been mutated apparently. I mean, the Chrysler's still here, but it's like turned into a minivan. So sorry guys. Oh no. All right. Nah, you're good. But yeah, so the Newport, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna say this or that happened, but I will say that from this point on, I will no longer mention the Newport until the video is posted about what happened to it. We did a lot of work. A lot of that work paid off. So, but I don't even know if I'm gonna put this in, to be honest. But anyway, there's something else that's a little more interesting. If you look right over here, you'll notice that there is a car that is gone. Which one's gone? The Celebrity. So the Chevy Celebrity, we know it said mechanic special, which means it needed work, but obviously probably did not run. So what happened to it? There's only two options of what could have possibly happened to that vehicle. One could have been sold, could have been picked up. The other option, probably wound it up in here. So we're gonna take a little junkyard voyage today. We only have an hour, so we're gonna try and make this a little nifty. But meanwhile, we have this Chrysler Imperial. Warning, protected by Steadfast. Yeah, the trim piece is obviously a little mangled. Paint's pretty clean though. Somebody put that on. And this one's a mechanic special too, which means it's gonna need work. Uh-oh. Well, we'll come back and review this Chrysler Imperial at some point later.
Come on, help me find bumper.
All right, guys. So we're now taking a voyage to, oh, yikes, somebody didn't make it. Wow, that's actually an Imperial. I think that's an Imperial. We gotta check that car out 100%. But we're gonna go find a Chrysler Town and Country bumper, because apparently the one she bought, the bumper was not like that. So let's see. That's the Ford section, and so right in here should be where. Oh, there's yeah, perfect.
In the name of Jesus.
It is the same color.
Look at God.
Look at that. The Lord is working.
Look at God.
Same exact color.
Oh, the exact color. Oh, look at God. Let me look at the other side. Look at it. Look at it. Somebody had to bump a little bit, but that's all right. That's not good.
What about this one though? That one down there.
Hold on, let's go look at this.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the bumper we need.
All right.
Wow, that was
wow.
crazy. And it's like that's the only one.
Wow.
It's not the only one, but that one's the only nicer
I
one.
never got a little something on this
Yeah.
side. Yeah, that's the best one over there.
Yeah, I see that.
Wow.
Yep. But hey, you know, you could technically repaint it though. Still, like as long as it's straight. Yeah, this is straight. Look at that.
That's it there. And this right here. All I need is that. That's what I need.
Overall though, let me see. Let me look under. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. It's a little nicked right there. Probably just have to unscrew some screws right here. There might be something. Sorry guys on the camera, I don't know if you can see. Basically push-on clips. You could take those push-on clips off and then it'll snap off. And then remove these screws. Like there's, I think, star bolt patterns right there.
All right.
Get the other Town and Country.
Why is that?
Why is what?
You know, we always got a little something. That's not even bent.
This was actually more straighter, to be honest.
Than that one.
See, there's no nick right here. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think this would probably be cheaper to repaint versus, even though that one's the same color, it would be, you know.
Straighten it out and do all of this stuff they got to do all under there, yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to see if that Celebrity made it in here, and I'm in the completely wrong opposite section. This is the import section. Yeah, this is the import section, but I'm just kind of here at this point to see if that old Honda's still there. Emergency. But I want to see if that Honda's still there so I could probably come back and review it or something at some point. It was right over here. Actually, it was in the very far end, and I have to do some gymnastics running because they're about to close in less than 30 minutes. Oh no, it's not over here. I don't think so. The Nissan's still over here. Old Nissan Sentra, but I want to go back and review those other cars though. The little Lincoln and the LeBaron I just found. Oh no, the old Volvo. Let's go look at the Volvo real quick. Sorry if my camera's shaky. I can't really see if it's shaky on y'all's end. Guys, oh no. This Volvo didn't make it. It did not get, they didn't try to sell it. I literally saw this thing when it was out here. When it was right over there. I think they were debating on selling it. Yeah, it's a little rough over here. I don't know if this was caused by the yard or if it was already there, but it looks like it was probably caused by the yard. Oh yeah, these taillights are cooked. Trunk does not open. Let me see, is this, what? The doors don't open. What? Oh, the back door's open. See how, oh, this is way too hot, guys. This is, well, if you want to know what the inside of a volcano feels like, you know, it's very square and boxy like most old Volvos are. Oh yeah, there's a crack in the windshield. That's definitely an old crack. Automatic. I mean, you know, interior has a little wear, but it doesn't look that bad. Don't know why this door won't open, probably locked or seized. But this actually has the 2.3, I think it's a 2.3 they call it. I know I have one, so I should know, right? But sorry, I sometimes get my displacements all over the place, but I think this is a 2.3 because whenever I think of 2.3, I think of a Ford 2.3. But look at that. Wow, this, I bet you this engine probably still ran, even though it has oil leaks, possibly. Hey, I could actually take parts off of this and use it for my Volvo if I really wanted to. I don't know what I'd really need to get, but possible. There's absolutely nothing in the radiator, I don't think. Somebody probably took some spark plug stuff. Somebody took an exhaust thingy. Good on them. Wow, look at that. The Volvo straight up feature. Basically, you could take your hood and just point it straight up. You don't have to remove it, actually, you know. Which is one thing I like about these old Volvos. Glass headlights, plastic for the, you know, the runner lights. Yeah, I don't know what made them came to the conclusion to just junk it, but they did. Final looks to the old box. We need to go review this Imperial real quick. But we're gonna go see the Lincoln first. Yeah, I don't see the Celebrity anywhere. Probably been saved, honestly. I don't know if I asked the used car guy and manager about it, they'll definitely be able to tell me. But yeah, so far I don't see any signs of a decently clean Celebrity. We're gonna go look at that Lincoln over there. This old Buick. I think this Buick might have taken the place of that other car, Pontiac. Glass headlights. Wow, 3800. You know, I hear the 3800s are some pretty very reliable engines, which makes me surprised whenever I see some of them in here, because I'm like, these cars, they shouldn't be in here. But to be very honest, the factors that determine whether a car really stays on the road much or not is how well the owner takes care of it and how well the engineering put into it was. Which, if you want my unimportant, slightly unfounded opinion on that, I'd say 90% of what puts a car in the junkyard is neglect from the owner, and 10% is the engineering. Because most cars, somebody put this up here, but even if it's like terribly designed, right? If you do extensive maintenance, yeah, this has some rear drums. They look like they're seized, or maybe the parking brake's on. Front disc brakes. But wow, look at this. This is an old 1980 something Lincoln Continental. Yeah, the air cleaner. Wow, this air cleaner. Did that rust just? Oh goodness, what the? Oh man, I think I know what happened to this car. I thought this was rust, but looks like somebody was working on this thing or driving it, and it probably caught fire. But if you look up here, there's no fire damage on the hood. I mean, on the insulation, because if this caught on fire, man, do you know how much that would burn up? None of that would be there. I think what happened was somebody was working. I think somebody was working on this thing, and eventually the engine caught fire, went ablaze. I mean, it doesn't look total, like it's still repairable, but they were probably just like, man, this car burnt down, blah, blah, blah. But if it's because of the physical aspect, I mean, that's just corrosion. That's just fire caused corrosion. Your only worst bet with the fire would be if the electrics got messed up and like if it burned out the computer and all that stuff. But if your engine's physical enough, you know, it doesn't have too many electronics and everything, it should still, you know, it should still be all right. This is a throttle by injected carburetor. So it's basically a carburetor, but it has fuel injection inside of it versus just a manual injected carburetor, which I'll get in all that nitty-gritty detail at some other time. But yeah, the brake fluid's braking, whatever this canister looking thing. Oh, some tiny little wasp wannabe bug. But yeah, guys, this car burned down. That's why it's in here. I guess they just gave up on it, which is kind of sad. You know, you think a car like this, somebody would be like, oh yeah, you know, don't junk it, keep fixing it up. But it's got some body damage right here, fiberglass. I feel like I'm gonna do a round 2 on this one because chrome's a little bit corroded. Oh, these buttons are definitely corroded. But man, I bet this car would have felt nice when it was new. I mean, you could, just looking in here, this is the first time I've ever been inside of one. This little rock chip up there. Wow, this actually smells pretty good. To me, it smells good. It smells like, it just reminds me of old cleaning products. And look at the fuzzy. I really don't know if I should touch that carpet, but please don't fall on me. Wow, you see, and look at that. It has a digital dash too. Wow. And that plastic, wow, this just feels high quality to me. It feels high quality to me. Look, I hear all sorts of things about this, that, 60s versus 70s versus 80s versus Malaise, blah, blah. Look, I'm just appreciating what I see. That's all I'm doing. Is that mold? Nope. I think that's probably mold. Concerning. Motorcraft. Yeah, these seats are pretty plush. I guess I can get inside the whole thing. Driving the old, the gas pedal feels a little stiff. Driving the old Lincoln, ooh. Gear shifter does nothing. Concerning. Yeah, that's kind of concerning, honestly. Doesn't do anything. That's not doing anything either. That's doing something. Oh, half this car is. Oh, antenna button. You got an antenna button. Wow, trip log. Look at that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reset. Got your tape deck. Original tape deck. Old school style radio. AM, FM. All the options, right? Kilometers per hour. 1. Clock. Add something. Unleaded fuel only. No lead. Cigarette cancer tray. But yeah, these seats are not too bad. These seats are not bad. And look at that old long Lincoln hood. Square interior. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna come back and play around with this thing some other time, because we gotta go look at that LeBaron. Actually, you know what? I'll spend the last 2 minutes I have on this data camera looking over this. Then we'll go to the LeBaron. I mean the Imperial. I guess I keep getting it confused with Imperial LeBaron or whatever. Yeah, back seats so far, they look pretty decent. Oh, feel pretty decent. Sitting in the back of a Lincoln Town car. Car light, which is basically the original glass. On old Fords, if you don't see that car light, your glass has probably very likely been replaced. Probably shouldn't touch that, but oh well, it's too late. Yeah, this car seemed like it was kind of nice. But I guess they just gave up on it when the fire happened. It was like, well, it's not worth it. So, oh goodness, I can't get out. 1985. Wow, this is the 1985s all right in here. Pretty complete car. Unfortunately, yeah, there's a little paint crack right there, but unfortunately, this guy's road is long gone. Next stop for this guy, it's the big car muncher, and this is going to be probably one of our last times seeing it. Like I said, I may or may not come back and review it again. Get that old nifty feature. So I guess I'll save the underside for later, but so far it looks pretty clean. Off the Imperialism. Well guys, I came back to check on the Mercedes. I don't know if I posted that yet, but unfortunately we don't see it anymore, which means we know it is Gone. But I'm not going to waste my time over here because we got to go back and check that LeBaron out before it gets demolished or something. I don't know. It just got here, so. And we only have 10 minutes left. All right, so we come to the old Chrysler Imperial. These hardcore Imperial purist guys. Oh, it's not a Chrysler, it's an Imperial. But apparently I hear that sometime long, I don't know, kind of got merged and it stopped being its independent self. So now it's just a Chrysler Imperial. I don't know. Guys, you get the point. It's just an Imperial, okay? Let's just go with Imperial. Oh, the 19 something early 80s Chrysler Imperial electronic fuel injection. Apparently this was the thermoqual. Wow, this has a light thing. This is a light bar. Man, wonder how that will look at night. That is, oh no, what happens to the back window? No, who did that? You know, most people would be tempted to bash the glass in, but honestly, I'm not gonna do that. It's just not worth it. I don't know if that happened here or if that happened somewhere else. Somebody put 401. This came in Tuesday of 7/25 something 24. Wow, this car got here the end of July 1983 Chrysler Imperial. So this is 100% a fuel injection, auto injection model. This taillight shot right here, no one's gonna want to save that half of it. This back half though, not too bad. Got some falling trim piece right here, trunk lid right here. You know, unlike the Mercedes, I actually have time to pull the trunk off while it's here if I really want to do that, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. It depends on the market and stuff. But you know, these designs kind of remind me of the Fox body designs of the Fords back in the days. Oh, come on, man, really? Oh no, don't tell me it's locked. Don't tell me it's, that why they junked it? Man, this thing is locked. I can't even get inside of it. You would think a car like this, they try to sell it out there first before throwing it in here, but I guess because the doors are locked and they probably weren't provided with a key, sadly. Man, I don't want to bust the glass. Even if the car is going to get crushed anyway, I still don't want to bust the glass. But anyway, I guess let's take a little run around the inside. So far from what I'm looking, it does not look good. The back seats look shot. The front driver's seat looks shot. I don't know who's gonna want to say, how did they get the hood open if the doors didn't even open? It doesn't look like It would suck if I shut it this hood, because I don't know how you're going to get it back open without going inside. Yeah, they didn't pry it open. I think this is probably a 318. I know they use those smaller engines in these newer cars, and the big blocks got discontinued around the late 70s, with I think the 400 being the last one. Got the little hideaway vacuum operated pop-ups. Is that what?
Look at that bumper. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Look at that.
All right, guys, well, because I had to help somebody, we did not get to finish the Imperial, so we'll come back and review that guy. And I don't want anybody to bust the windows, but Chrysler Imperial review sometime in the future at some point. I don't know, but we'll come back and review that guy later. It's not going to be like the Mercedes where I said that and then I got caught up in a bunch of stuff and it never came back to it. But anyway, if I don't include the first part of what I had said, blah, 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 whatever, you notice the Newport's not there anymore. What happened to it? Whoa, where did it go? Definitely not that car, because it did not transform and mutate into an 80s Imperial. You guys will figure it out. I just got to edit the video, blah, 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 get all that stuff done, because the way I'm trying to edit it, I don't know how long it's going to take, but long story short, I'm working on the video, so you guys will see that car again at some point. But anyway, the yard's closing, so we got to wrap up, and we'll had a wonderful time today at the old pull apart. So thanks for watching something. Hope you enjoyed the video. We will see you later.